A little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back and I hope it doesn't happen again. So Avalek crossed the line the last time we spoke and he did an 18.5, almost coming into Burner Down. Burner Down I see has done 3 laps on those soft, so that's quite a lot. He must have gone out and tried to get a couple of practice laps in here. I see Shane's also done 3 laps and he's on a lap at the moment, so we're following him around. Oh, he's out of ERS. I think this is a cooldown lap, sorry about that. Another person on a lap, I think it's Boots. Boots just started a lap, I believe. Purple Sector 1 is the only guy still needing to put a time on. Like we said before, this is no need to rush, no need to push too hard. You don't want to write the car off, otherwise you are definitely out of quali where it's not needed. You can push a little more in the next qualifying. But really keeping it onto the limit there. And in the comments we got Mango checking in from our Premier Division saying, where everyone? And he's saying, I'm back. Oh, and Boots did invalid that lap, so he'll have to go for another one. He still needs a time on the board. I hope he's got enough fuel. Behind him we got Apmar. I don't know if Apmar's maybe on a lap or he's maybe on a cooldown lap. Go for another one. We can follow Apmar around. So Apmar at the moment, 3,000 up on his time. Not a big improvement, I think that he would have wanted, but this is definitely probably a practice lap. Getting ready for that Q2. So Apmar getting into the 120s, really good time from him. Now this is Boots on a cooldown lap. Chums is on an out lap, we can follow him around. So he's definitely going for another lap. So Chum starting his lap, going around corner 1, 2 and 3. All kind of jumbled up, you can't really call it. Just one. Taking a nice wide line from the outside, bringing it in. Using the curb on the outside again. So Chum's already 200s up on his time. He might be able to slot into that P6 position. So let's see if he'll kick Top Gun to the 7th position here. It's gonna be close. Ooh, so close. He missed us by a 10th and a half. It's not a great time from him. Punaki now in the comment section saying you got the fastest drive in the house, pointing to Mango. So if any of the Division 2 guys can update me on the weather, please, that will be great. One of those trackers loves the rain and no driver likes the rain here. Makes it very difficult. Ooh, and we see the third driver already losing it on corner 3 here. When that's a retirement on track, stewards will have a look at that. And let's see his game crashed like mine did. And that's qualifying over, guys. So Burner Down sitting up the fastest time of an 18.4. Avalak in second, 18.5. We get Shane, 19.2. Martin Narkis also a 19.2. Very close between the two drivers. Pampun with a 19.3. Top Gun, 19.7. Chums, 19.8. Minor to a 20.1. Apmar with a 20.8. Giebota with a 21.2, Boots with a 21.6, and Sir Hamrick with a 56.8, setting the record for the slowest lap. But like we said, it's not a need to, at any need, nobody will be going out, everybody will be going through to qualifying session 2, where we will see definitely 2 drivers being dropped. So let's hope Sir Hamrick can beat his time this time around. I can see that Merc garage completely empty this weekend. It's gonna hurt them in the Constructors Championship versus the Alpines. They are so close in for it. And I see somebody pulling out of the McLaren pit wall there. Does it burn it down? Ooh, and the AlphaTauri of Shane just got in front of him. So we'll follow Shane around again. He's the first man on track here. Let's get some details up here for you guys. There we go. So yeah, Shane coming around the final couple of corners, about to start his lap. Set the pace for qualifying 2 here. Let's see if he can improve on his 19 seconds and something. I'm not sure what it was. So 19.3 or 19.7, one of the two. So Amrik, his teammate, also coming out the pits there, giving him nice space. Let's see if he can keep it around this long bend. That car's solid, it's flat, it's not going anywhere. Those tires are just enough heat in him. 22.2 for the first sector. Oof, and he loses it. Breaks his wing. Car's still fine. Still more than enough time to recover this. Ooh, and we've got a retirement. I believe Martin Narki should come around it now. Minor lost it through here. Very easy to lose it on this curb. There he's standing, unfortunately. Martin Narkis also invalidated his lap. At least it's only an out lap. So next up to start a lap, I think, would be Avalak, the Red Bull. We followed him around before, but let's do it again. We also don't have our championship winner here this evening, Sergeant Panda. I think Escom might have messed up a lot of guys. And Burn It Down setting the pace. First one of a time on the board, 18.5, stunner of a lap. Top Gun also improving heavily, 18.6, only a 10th of that Burn It Down's time. Apma also setting a time now of a 41.8. I think he might need to go again, definitely. He might have had some trouble in that lap, as Avalak just lost it. So I think Martin Narkis is on a lap, or just started a lap. Yep, he just started his. Let's follow him around. .22.5 first sector. I think Shane's first sector was a lot quicker. Well, I have 3/10 quicker than that. Using all their track on the exit there. On this track you really got to be careful for all that yellow curbs. They can set your car off so easily that you can lose it in a second. Well, split second even. So, purple sector 2 for Martin Narkis. Will this be enough to beat that 18.5 from Burn It Down? And Puna is telling us the weather, sunny all sessions. This is great news for Division 2. Oof, Martin Narkis missing it by half a 10th to his teammate Burn It Down here. Another 18.6. This is going to be very close racing here tonight. Let's see who else is on a lap at the moment. So Hamrick maybe. So Hamrick just spun it off, unfortunately. He needs to go again. He did improve on his Q1 lap. 39.3. I think he had a 58 something before. Another person on a lap, I think it might be Boots. Boots doesn't have enough ERS, that's not a lap. Pompun might be on a lap. Pompun also out of ERS, this is all cooldown laps. I think Shane just started his lap. There we go, Shane. So Shane also to get some redemption after that first lap he tried. He might be taking it a little bit more cautiously. Get a banker lap on the board. Maybe go for another one. Still more than enough time with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go. So already going a 10 faster than Martin Narkis in the first sector. Let's see what he can do in the second sector. He's really pushing it. So this might even be for P1. So 52.3, not purple. It's all or nothing in his final sector. Taking very nicely out here. Just mounting the right amount of curb. Let's see what he can do. Yep, he goes quicker by a half a tenth from burner down. Great lap. See, Avalak also going for another lap at this moment. He still needs to put a time on the board here. Same boat that Shane was in. Can he be quicker? So 22.4 was what Shane did in the first sector. So Avalak matching the first sector there for him. Also at 22.4. Let's see what he can do in that second sector. If I remember correctly, Shane's second sector was a 52.3. Ooh. I think he's maybe just going to cool down and trying another one. And I see Sir Hamrick. Oh, he's going into the pits. I think Avalak will start another one now. He's got enough ERS, I believe. And Pantry Star coming into the comment section here saying, "Go Williams." And Avalak setting a 22.3, quicker than anyone. That's a tenth quicker than Shane's time already in Sector 1. Already looking like we're going to get close to the 17s here. This is where he had his big issue the previous round. Kept it on track this time. Hitting the apex. Keeping it nice and tight in the left for the right-hander. So he had another purple sector, sector 2. So he just kissing that curb. Not unsettling that car at all. There we go, and I think we're going to have a stellar lap here. Oof, and he missed it out. So he must have lost some time in that final sector there. The 2.5 tenths. Burn it down, going even faster than anybody else with a 17.8. I think he has to do that again for the stream. We don't believe him. I think Boots here is on a cooldown lap, warming up his tires. I think Pampun is going for another one. Pampun also set out a blister lap of an 18.0. No, he just set that lap, I think. He's out of ERS. So Boots was getting ready for a lap. He's coming through the final section here. Let's see how much he can improve by. Ooh, and he missed out on by 9 thousandths. Behind him, we haven't followed Sir Hamrick around. Sir Hamrick just set a lap of an 18.5, also putting the AlphaTauris right on top of each other. But next person on lap is Chums. Chums just started a lap. Now it looks like at this moment everybody is safe. Chums just needs to set a time. It was minor DNF'd and Porta hasn't set a lap yet. I think he got disconnected. He mentioned he has some internet issues. So let's see, Chum's putting a time on the board, 19.8. The drivers are really close to each other at this moment. I think it's all to play for in the next qualifying session. As that completes our qualifying 2. So burn it down. The fastest lap time thus far is in 17.8. Let's see if he can beat that in qualifying 3. I think he can shave another 3/10 off at least. 17.5. I think that's the target. Pampun 18.0. Also a blistering lap. Shane 18.5. Sir Hamrick 18.5. Martin Narkis 18.6. Top Gun 18.6. Avalak 18.7. Chums 19.8. And Boots over 19.9. Atma over 21.9. And we're about to start qualifying 3 here. I hope to catch a lap from Burner down. See if we can get a 17.5 from him. I just need to invite Avalak back quick. He's asked for an invite. Still saying he's in the lobby. Just double check again. Yep, still showing he is joined. I'm gonna follow around Top Gun here. We haven't followed the race around a lap of him around here until we can spot Burn It Down coming out the pits. Really like to catch a blistering lap from him, and maybe Pampun as well. I see Pampun might have some traffic in front of him of boots. I don't think he left himself enough space. Well, let's just get some telemetry data up on here. We can see some times, tires. Tires doesn't matter, we know they're on the softs. So Shane setting the fastest lap so far of an 18.8. I think that'll be beaten quite easily by Burn It Down or Pampun. They are the guys to beat at the moment. Top Gun also getting very close to Apmar here. Top Gun sitting an 18.5, going quicker than Shane by 3/10. Martin Narki steals that instantly with an 18.4. But as we said, I want to follow around Burn It Down. I want to see a lap of his. Let's give him some more pressure. Let's get another 17. So he's about to start his lap. So 22.2 is the quickest first sector we've seen on stream tonight. Ooh, going a little wide. At least it's not invalid. From afar it did look quite on the border. Getting a nice little toe from that Williams in front of him. 51.8. This is a blistering lap. Avalak sitting in 18.3, stealing that pole position. I think Burn It Down might beat this time. So burn it down, just missing out on the 17s. Hoping you would go quicker. 18 flat, still a good time. The story is not over yet. Everybody will go to pits now, get a fresh set of tires, go for another round. I think Sir Hamrick is on a lap here. He's invalidated. He'll have to go for another one. He's going to be really on the edge if he wants a second lap in on a fresh set of tires. If he still has a pair available, that's the other good question. Ooh, and he's really pushing to get a lap in. He's going straight to the pits. He's not leaving it for the last second. So first on track and still to set a time is Boots at the moment. And we got Saqib Khan coming into the comments saying good luck to everyone tonight. Thanks Saqib. So everybody out on track at the moment still has time to set a lap, maybe a cooldown lap, and go for a second lap on these tires. Not always advisable, and hopefully they can save up enough ERS on that one cooldown lap. But normally one lap out of a pair of softs and they are quite done. Tire degradations on this game is very high and very punishing. And that's also why we haven't really seen guys race on the soft tires unless there's only a couple of laps left. So first sector 22.7, I believe Bernard Down was doing a 22.2. So about 5/10 off pole there at the moment. Still I think lots of time to find on the track. Boots jumping back into the pits. I don't know if he'll have time. The next person on track is Martin Narkis. Let's see if he can beat his teammate here. 18 flat, losing out by 4,000ths of a second here. So next person to cross the line would be Apmar. So Apmar on the lap at the moment. Right behind him is Chums finishing a lap. Apmar not improving. Chums improved with an 18.6, pushing him to 5th position at the moment. Right behind him was Top Gun. Top Gun sitting an 18.5. This might be Top Gun going for his lap right now. Hopefully Chums leaves him some space. Doesn't hold him back here. See also McLaren pulling out the pits there of Bernard Down. Keep an eye on him. Ooh, and Top Gun loses it. That might be his qualifying session. It's got an AlphaTauri coming from behind. Top Gun leaving nice room for him. So, person on a lap at the moment will be Pampoon. Let's follow Pampoon around. He's 100th and a half up at the moment. Still lots of time to find in Sector 2, I think. But let's see if he improves in Sector 2. Sector 2, he's a bit down on his time at the moment. He had a great second qualifying run. Let's see what he can do. 18-1. Really all the time in that last sector for him, I think. Improving by 8 tenths almost only from that last sector. Putting him in 3rd position at the moment. And we've got Sir Hamrick crossing the line. Sir Hamrick... Oh no, sorry, that was Shane crossing the line. Shane going quickest. I think beating Bernard Down's second qualifying lap. So Shane preliminary pole here. Can Bernard Down answer to this at this moment? Bernard Down just started his lap. Track would be at its best conditions at this moment. So Bernard Down already a 10th up on his time. Only in Sector 1. He's really giving it his all. And Avalak lost it, unfortunately. I think this is our 4th driver losing it on this corner. Make it the 5th. Minor actually DNF'd the corner before this. Unfortunately, that's Avalak's qualifying session over. So let's follow Bernard down a bit more. So he's 2.5 tenths up. He's getting very close for time here. Can he make a little more time here in the 3rd sector? This is for pole position. Really using all of the track. Loving this drone view. And he beats it. I said he'll do a 17.5 and he even beat that time. 17.4 pole. Preliminary pole. We still got Boots on a lap, I believe. Boots 15.5 second sector. Let's see what he can do on the last lap. Don't think it might not be enough. Boots doing a 19.3. It puts him 1 place up in 9th. So yeah, pole position to burn it down. I don't think Avalak will beat this. Avalak, yep, he had that little spin on corner 3. So yeah, burn it down, pole position, 17.4. Shane in 2nd position, so they'll line up right next to each other. Shane with a 17.8. It's a whole 4 tenths. It's a lot if you count it in the race. So Martin Narki's in 3rd position, 18.0. So that's a McLaren sandwich for Shane. I hope he's got a trick up or 2 up his sleeve on the start. Pampoon in the Haas coming in an 18.1 in 4th place. Avalak in 5th on an 18.3. Top Gun in 6th with an 18.5. Sir Hamrick with an 18.6. Chums with an 18.6. Boots with a 19.3. And Apmar with a 120.9. In 11th position, I think we'll see Maynard start. He's will be his grid position, and if Buerta rejoined us, he'll start in the 12th slot. What? I'll just rejoin the lobby again. Hopefully we'll make it in time. So, still in the formation lap. Just get the telemetry data in, and we'll be following around Bernard down here. All the drivers will have to line up to the grid here manually. So there is the possibility of parking skew in your spot, which could cause an easy spin on them, or them to not get all the traction down on the start. Nice little burn on the tires there from burn it down. Burning that tires nice and warm. There we go. So there's the predicted pit stop strategy. One stop will be a medium hard, or a two stop will be soft hard. Let's see if we can get a better view here. Unfortunately not. I'll change the view just now. And it's lights out and away we go. Pampun moving up into third position already. There we go. Martin Narkis pushing back. Pampun losing out in 2 positions again. Ooh, and it's 3 wide going into the third corner here. Both AlphaTauris getting a brilliant start. Sir Amri coming down from, I think, 7th position or 6th position into 3rd. They're really giving the McLarens the run for the money as the McLarens run into each other after the brilliant pole lap we had from Bernard down. So Bernard down really losing out on a lot of positions here. Let's just see how many position changes. Losing out on 4 positions. So Hamrick also losing out quite a bit again. He's in 6th. A lot of chaos here in lap 1. But Shane prevailed and he came in 1st position here. And right on his tail is Pampun. So Minor really keeping up the pack here a little bit. Bernard down with trying to get past him as soon as possible if he's got any shot for a podium finish tonight. So Martin Ark is pitting. This will be interesting to know. He's going directly for the hard tire. There's nothing else he can do. Getting that new nose fitted. Chum's also in the pit. Also probably going for the hard tire. Guys are only getting 1 set of mediums. Also getting a nose change. So a lot of bumper cars happen here in the first lap. Let's go back to our race leader. So intervals not working all too well. Top Gun is right on top of Pampunia. Everybody is also quite spaced out, but the biggest fight on track at the moment I think would be Bernard down. So Hamrick and mine at the moment. Hamrick really on the gearbox of Bernard down at the moment. There we go. Now our intervals are looking a lot better already. So Bernard down going, had a little look down on the inside of Mainers, down the main straight here. So Hamrick also just a bit of a sitting duck here in the 3-man DRS train that will start now. And so Hamrick lost it, unfortunately. Again, another driver losing it on the 3rd corner here. Another driver very close to look at is Top Gun and Pampunia. Shane is just already pulling a gap of 2 seconds of the guys ahead. Top Gun really close to Pampunia, going around the outside, gets the space. Pampun on the mediums. Top Gun on the mediums and Pampun. It looked like a hard. Top Gun a little squirrely down there. And Pampun is... Ooh, and a squirrely again. Pampun's really all over him. Pampun will get the DRS here. Will Pampun take his position back here of second place? I think this might be an easy move. Top Gun not making it too easy for him. Claiming that inside line. Pampun getting it, sticking onto the racing line. And Top Gun just going back at it again. Down the inside. Now this is good racing. Leaving each other the room. And Josh in the comment section saying no Alpine or Merc drivers in tonight. Yep, so it will be all to play for the Constructors Championship tomorrow night for the Premier Division race. And Avalak also recovering quite nicely, coming back from the 10th place all the way up into 6th already. And soon these two guys will have Bernard down in the mix as well, to shake things up a little. Other people to see is myself and Boita fighting it out here, the AIs. Martin Narkis crashed out around corner 3 here. Might have lost it already in turn 2. See if we can see what happened to him. He'll pop up on your left hand side, I think. Nope, we can't see him. Chums maybe sees him. No, we can't see him. Let's follow our race leader around a little bit. And Pampun pulls the trigger, already pitting. Did he get any damage? That's very strange. Unless if he's going for the big undercut here. More than 20 laps to go. He's not getting a new nose. So putting on a fresh pair of hards. Will they make it? Going for a very early undercut here. Oh, it's a safety car for the DNF, so this is very clever. He'll be losing almost no time to the rest, but will these hards make it to the end? We shall see later. Sergeant Panda also climbing into the comment sections on YouTube at the moment, saying load shedding got him. Yep, I think that's for most drivers. As we follow the safety car around, probably for 2 laps. So now we got 3 Aston Martins on the track. So the safety car should hopefully be in this lap. We'll hopefully know down the second DRS straight if those lights go out on top of the safety car. It's normally the indication that the safety car will be going back into pits and will resume racing, where Shane will get his shot to become the safety car and pull the trigger on when everybody should start racing again. But you'll only be able to overtake as soon as Shane's passed the, or each driver has passed the start-finish line. That's when the driver behind him can overtake. So yep, safety car in this lap. As you can see, safety car is not flashing any orange light on top of it anymore. Shane has to back up the pack here for us. Give the safety car some room to go back into the pits. As you can see on his throttle application at the bottom of the screen there, it's not nice when the game tells you you can't go faster than what you are at the moment. Makes it very difficult to get some heat into those tires. So let's see tire differences. So Shane on the hards. Ooh, and he spins out. Hard's not warm enough. This is not the best start for him. Back into third. Only losing 2 positions, so it's a very good recovery from that spin. Also great recovery drive from Burn It Down, now in second place on the mediums. And we lost somebody, it's Butz, who also went off track turn 1. He lost his whole front wing, at least the car's still fine. So he'll definitely need to go pit for a new wing and tires while he's at it. So Avalak moving up into 5th place with Pampun right behind him on a new set of hard tires. He went and pulled the trigger under the safety car, so Pampun definitely will need to nurse these tires right up to the end. But we might see another safety car pop up tonight. Avalak following this Aston Martin very closely of Minor. Will he make a move down the main straight? I think Avalak will be waiting for that DRS assistance. Make it a little easier. Minor is out of the DRS range of Shane at the moment. Shane losing it. Another driver losing it on the first turn there. Shane still has strategy behind him by going hards first and then going for the faster tire at a later stage when the car's a little bit less fuel in it. So Top Gun pulling a nice little gap here of 2 seconds already, giving him some breathing space. Oof, and he loses it. That yellow sausage spinning that car around as Bernard gets the year's podium finish down to the T. DRS also being enabled this lap. So Chum's now also going for a move onto Top Gun here. Oof, and that was a very close call there. Chum's just backing out of that move. So now we got a three-way battle here between Pampun, Avalak and Minor. Nice little DRS train forming. Minor also just needing to push a little bit harder this lap. If he can get into the DRS zone of Burn It Down, I think he should be a bit more safe from the guys behind. He's only got to get 3/10 on them. So Minor won't get any DRS around this time around. Oof, and Minor going very deep into that corner. They're going 3 wide down the main straight here. Still 2 wide. Minor pushing the ERS quite hard, trying to keep his position here. Avalak going down the inside. Pampun going down the inside of Avalak. Oof, both of them make it through past Minor. Minor on top of Pampun here. Pampun covering off the outside there quite well. And Top Gun also now on top of Minor. Top Gun going for the move around Minor. There's still a 4-way battle here for the second position for P2 here. With Avalak pulling a nice little gap from Pampun here, giving him a little safety net down the main straight. Avalak won't get any DRS at this stage. As you can see there in the bottom, Pampun just gaining with that DRS advantage on top of Avalak. Top Gun there in the background just having a little look down in the inside of Pampun. It became a 3-way battle now. Minor's dropping off a little bit on the pace here. We follow them around again as 3-way battle. And then we'll see Chums is also getting quite close to Atmar here. He might also go for a move down the main straight. Avalak taking the inside line, leaving Pampun to go down the racing line. Pampun's lights also flashing, and I think I saw Top Gun's light also flashing there, meaning they are close to having no ERS left. And this is the moment they should be trying to save. They've got the DRS advantage. Chums went for the move, and he passed Atmar here. And Top Gun past Pampun. They might still be added. Nope, Top Gun did the same like he did to Miner. And all this, Bernard Down's already pulled a 4-second gap on these three. Because the more you battle, the more time you lose. People are setting you off on a different line and not the optimal line you should be racing on. And Avalak pulled the trigger to go pit. He's going for the hards, most probably. Also Miner pitting, also for the hards, I assume. Giving Shane the 4th position here. So Avalak could be thinking he's getting a nice little undercut on Bernard Down at this moment. All be when Bernard Down pulls the trigger on to go pit. Top Gun also losing a little bit of that back end there, having a good wiggle, leaving Pampun back onto his gearbox here. And this is also giving Avalak quite the good clean air. Just wean in these hard tires as nicely as possible. Not having any traffic yet. Not being stuck in traffic at the moment. Everybody in front of Avalak still needing to pit, except for the hards. They'll pit a bit later. As Top Gun pulls the trigger and Top Gun goes into pits now. So Bernard Down also going for another lap still. Where Avalak's tires should almost be on temperature at the moment. And I see Typo coming into the comment section here, asking how many races are left. Typo, this is the last race of the season. We should be starting season 8, I think on the week of the 3rd of October. So we'll have a little nice break, 1 week, and then we'll be back at it again. And this time around with 3 divisions, so we'll have 3 different divisions fighting it out. So Avalak right on top of Top Gun here. Top Gun obviously leaving the pits with ice cold tires. So the undercut not yet working for him brilliantly, but he should be trying to make a move right now while Top Gun is still trying to get temperature in his tires. Which we all can know could be quite a pain. So down this DRS straight, I think he needs to try and push for it. Well, the straight is also very short, so very difficult to pull a overtake on the straight. And now Bernard Down has pulled the trigger and he's gone into the pit. So this is going to be interesting to see. I think the undercut from Avalak here is not working too well with Top Gun, also still sticking in front of Avalak here. So Bernard Down coming up right in front of Chums, brilliantly, still in a podium position. But also he's got ice cold tires, so Chums has got all to play for as well to get in front of him. It's all fair game for him. And Avalak did end up passing Top Gun, now being held up a little bit by Atmar here. Top Gun also falling behind a little bit here. And Avila goes for a move down the inside of Atmar here brilliantly. Drivers leaving each other just enough space. I think this will also give Avila the upper hand of DRS down the main straight with this ghost car in front of him. And no, he does not get any DRS. Very strange. Thought he would be in DRS range here. So Top Gun following Atmar very closely here, going down the inside, not getting back onto the racing line, but makes it stick. Ooh, and Top Gun hitting that yellow sausage curb again. Losing out on another second on Avalak here. And Atmar also coming in right on top of Top Gun here, I think. Was that not him? Oh, sorry, I'm seeing the two Aston Martins fighting it out here at the back of Minor and Atmar. Minor having the fresher tyre here, so I would call team orders here and have Minor get this position done as quick and easy as possible. And Sergeant Panda asking who's got fastest lap this far, and it's Shane with it, 120.9. Not very far off is Pampun with it. Oh no, never mind, sorry. Loretta 20, Pampun's on a 22.1. Burn it down, not too far off. 6/10 of a 21.5. And that's the closest driver we've got. But this is all or nothing for Burn It Down. Burn It Down being on the slower tyre, and Shane and Pampun still needing to probably pit for a new set of tyres here. And they'll be going on to the faster tyre, so Burn It Down wants to close this gap as far as possible. Cannot leave them any breathing room, and I think we'll see Shane starting to pit from the next lap onwards as we see the rest of the 13 laps on their medium tyres, which is the tyre Shane would probably go for. Shane having about 16 seconds on Burn It Down here. I think if he puts right now, he'll end up in 4th. But Chum's also needing to probably put again. But he'll be very close to Chum's, I believe, if he has to put. But Burn It Down also making good inroads on the two in front. Sergeant Panda saying that Pampun pitted for his hards on the safety car. Yes, he did. We can only hope if they're going to make it till the end. With the inroads Burn It Down is doing currently on him, he might need to get a fresh set. So that was quite an early safety car on lap 5 there. And Pampun picking up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Very easy also to pick up a time penalty on this track. But this is playing all in the hands of Shane, I think, here. I think Bernardin will get to Pampun very quickly. Because he's running at about a second a lap. We might see him catch up to Pampun by the end of the race. If Pampun doesn't pit. Pampun's light also flashing here, so he's definitely on low ERS. So Shane's still going for another lap here. Tyre indicator is not on yet. He might even go for the softs at the end. I think it might be possible. 11 laps to go. If he can push out another 3 laps on the hards, he might be able to even go onto the softs. You can see Shane really pushing it to the max here. So Bernardin not making the inroads he has. Wonder what's happening. Maybe taking a couple of chill laps, looking after the tires. Let's see if Shane goes into pits this time around. Nope, he's still continuing. Saying these odds are still perfectly fine. Running about 17 seconds. Behind him is Bernardin, so if he does pit, I think it'd only be 6 or 7 seconds to catch Bernardin again. And he'll have fresh mediums waiting for him in the pits. That's if he goes for the mediums. 9 laps to go. I think even the softs can do it. The softs does really fall off a cliff quite quickly with the tire degradation. So you'll have a blistering 2-3 laps maybe, and then they'll start falling off quite easily. But he'll pick up a lot of seconds in those 2-3 laps on the hards. Especially Bernardin having 8 laps already on his hards, so just getting into the groove. I think here by 15, 17 laps maybe they start falling off a little by little. It's coming down the last few corners here. Does Shane pull the trigger this time around? And he does not. He's still continuing. I think he's definitely going for the soft tires here. No tire indicator yet, so those tires are still under 60% life. And he's still pulling a gap to burn it down at 17.5 seconds at the moment. Avalak at the moment getting Chums in his vision, I think. But Chums having the DRS here. It's not helping Avalak a lot. Avalak just missing out on DRS on the straight from his teammate Boito that's ghosted. And Shane pulled the trigger, he's pitting. Is he going for the mediums? Is he going for the softs? That's a fresh pair of softs waiting for him. That's a slow stop. No, never mind, we just had a little lag there. I thought he might have picked up a penalty that he was serving there. So he's coming out very close to burn it down here, so this is making life a lot more interesting. Only 2.5 seconds behind, 2.6 seconds behind burn it down, and he won't have a lot of tire temperatures to work on. Softs do heat up quite quickly. He should start making inroads by half a lap time, I think. We should see that time just going down and down. So these tires should be almost on temperature here. Setting a purple middle sector, so already these tires are performing quite well already. And these are a fresh pair of softs, so he hasn't even done a qualifying lap on these. So already making 1.5 seconds on burn it down in this lap. Also setting a purple 3, so this is definitely also going for the fastest lap here, I think. As he's slowly creeping up onto burn it down's gearbox here. 6 laps to go. Will Pampoon's tires last year. So Shane getting DRS down this next straight will really help him a lot. But it's not really an overtaking spot, being such a short straight. I would rather have it than just creep up a little bit more onto the gearbox of burn it down. Go for the fastest lap the next lap on the main straight. Make the overtake easy. Because this main straight is all or nothing now for Shane to make these soft tires work for him. So opening up the DRS. Burn it down already going defensive. Burn it down also out of ERS here, making it very difficult for Shane to pass. Shane seeing that light flashing of Burn it down, knowing he's just got to be patient. Ooh, and Shane going down the inside of Burn It Down, having that fresher tires, having the better tire at hand here. Doing a real pure Gasly like in Monaco. And Anrich Smith in the comment section saying, lekker Top Gun. So now Shane just got to shave off another 6 seconds and he might get pole. I mean P1. He's got 4 laps to do this in. The Dixie Killer also climbing into the comment section here saying, Papuna gooi rooi papa. And definitely so. Shane still having the possibility of getting into that 3-second gap, and that will give Shane P1. Shane also already broken off the DRS for Burn It Down here. Perfectly what he should do. Keeping him safe also from behind. Pampoon's tires must also be screaming almost on 23 laps old already. And 4 laps to go. I mean 3 laps to go now. Shane setting the fastest lap of a 120.2. Chum's also sitting on 27 lap old tires. They must be falling off a cliff already. No tire indicator also. So the hard's really performing here on this track tonight. Dixie Killer also asking how much penalty does Puna have. Let's just see. There were only 3 seconds. Shane must have lost it. He's running 7 seconds behind. Burn It Down at this moment again. That must be that corner 3 or turn 4. So this is really working out for Pampoon at this moment. He's just got to keep his head on straight and he might still take P1 here tonight. And Shane might be kicking himself at this moment. And Shane losing it again. Is this a DNF? He lost the full front wing. It was a very hard knock. He's still on track. This might be a virtual safety car. There is some debris laying in the road. Steward's saying it's fine. No safety car needed. We'll just stick on racing. Avalak also getting close to Chums now. Chums on 29 lap pulled hards. So Avalak's got 12 lap fresher tires than Chums here. Avalak can get a P3 here, I think. Getting him onto the podium spot. Ooh, and Chum loses it. Those tires are giving up underneath him, giving Avalak that third position on the podium. And Shane right on top of Chums now, but Shane will have to pit. He's got no front wing. And Burn It Down making good inroads, but still another 3 seconds to go on Pompunia if he wants to take the lead of this race. It's also not the nicest to have a ghost car in your vision, but at least it's giving him some DRS. So as we go on to the last lap of the race, Burn It Down still to go 2.7 seconds in this lap, or you'll stick in the second position here. But it is our last lap. We'll follow Pampun around. He is our race leader at the moment. Still got a 2.2 second buffer behind him. That shouldn't be too tough. His tires are also very old, 27 laps. They must be screaming at him. As we're going around the final sector here, 1.5 seconds behind Pampun, still to go, 1.3 seconds. This is getting down to the wire for Burn It Down. Only a couple of corners left to go. I don't think he'll make it. 1 second to go. I think that's it. Pampun is your race winner for tonight. And in second place we got Burn It Down, 0.8, basically 0.9 seconds behind Pampun. Very close battle there. And then in third, coming down the line now, is Avalak. Following Avalak, that will be Chums in fourth. "51 lap old odds." Top Gun in fifth. Minor in sixth position, coming around the last bend. And then you got Shane in seventh. Boots in eighth. Apma in ninth. And I think that's everybody that raced. Yep, my driver of the day as well, Pampun, making that safety car work for him, making the tires last. Brilliant drive. Nice celebration there from Pampun. I must say well done to Division 2 here for only having one driver with a 3-second penalty, and he still wins the race. And a lot of support coming in on the YouTube channel here for Puna. Everybody's doing well done. From Panda, Dixie Killer, Ulrich Kleinhans. Oh, and that is your race, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Premier Division Showdown, also in Spain. Last race, and everything still to go for the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship in Premier Division. Good night.